In today's English listening lesson, I will read a story to help improve your English listening skills and then discuss the meaning of 5 English vocabulary words from the story that you need to know and understand. Well, hello, students. I hope you're having a fantastic day and welcome to another episode of Parlay with Jay. Today I have a B-3 English listening practice video. Use this video to practice your listening skills. If you want to study my longer English lessons, use the links in the description. Today I have a story that I have titled The Unforgettable Night. Let's dive into today's story. Jack had been dreaming of singing on stage for as long as he could remember. When he found out about the school talent show, he felt it was finally his chance to show everyone what he could do. He practiced every day after school, perfecting his song. As the day of the talent show got closer, Jack became more and more nervous, but he kept reminding himself that he knew all the words. Finally, the big night arrived. Jack stood backstage, feeling his heart pound in his chest. When his name was finally called, he took a deep breath and walked to the microphone. At first, everything was going well. He started singing confidently, but halfway through the song, something went wrong. His mind went blank. He couldn't remember the next line. Panic washed over him as he stared at the crowd, and he felt the heat rise to his face. His stage fright took over and he began to sweat. At first, the audience was silent, and then a few people began to boo. Jack felt even worse, wishing he could just disappear. But then, something unexpected happened. Someone in the crowd started clapping and cheering for him. Then more people joined in, encouraging him to keep going. The cheers helped Jack calm down, and slowly but surely, he regained his confidence, and the words of the song started coming back to him. He finished the performance feeling relieved. Even though Jack didn't win the talent show, something amazing happened. He became the most talked about performer of the night. People admired him for staying on stage and not giving up, even after forgetting the words to the song. Jack learned that sometimes it's not about winning. It's about having the courage to keep going no matter what. That is what you call an unforgettable night. Could you imagine when Jack gets older and he tells that story to his friends? Not only do they learn a lesson about perseverance, but they also get a great laugh because it is rare that a crowd goes from booing to cheering. You know, having stage fright is common, and many people don't like to get in front of other people to recite a song or to give a report. But for me, I find comfort in getting up in front of people. But that's not to say that I don't get nervous. Jack, on the other hand, he completely froze. That's what we call when a person gets stage fright, they freeze. Okay? So let's talk about a few common vocabulary words from the story that you can learn and practice. Probably the most familiar one is stage fright. So when a person has stage fright, they have a nervous feeling before or during a performance in front of people. So if you were to use stage fright in a sentence, you might say Jack felt stage fright the moment he stepped on stage. Or you might say stage fright can cause performers to forget their lines. Okay. Or you might say some people love seeing others get stage fright so they can boo and make fun of them. It's mean, but it can be fun. Okay. Another word from the story is encourage. Now, for English beginners, it sounds like it begins with an I, but encourage actually begins with an E. Encourage, which means to give support or confidence to someone. So you might say the teacher always gave encouragement to his students, and it helped them to do their best. Okay. So when you give someone encouragement, you're giving them confidence and support. Another vocabulary word is panic, a sudden feeling of fear or worry that makes someone unable to think or act calmly or properly. Panic. Okay. Oftentimes when a person panics profusely or suddenly, we call that a panic attack. Okay. They may start breathing strongly or quickly, sweating. Some people even faint when they have a panic attack. So you might say in a sentence, don't panic, everything will be okay. Or you may say, when the dog began to bark and run after me, I began to panic. Memorable. Memorable, something that is worth remembering or easily remembered. All right. Memorable. Jack's performance was memorable. My trip to New York was memorable. Okay. Confidence is the final vocabulary word, a feeling of belief. Okay. You can do something. Assurance. That is what we call confidence or being a confident person. So you might say, I was confident that I could speak English once I studied. Okay. Or you might say, practicing helped me to feel more comfortable speaking in English instead of my native language. All right, so that's going to do it for today's quick lesson. I've read a story to you and I have reviewed 5 vocabulary words from the story. I hope that you have been encouraged and helped. Let me know down in the comments section, do you enjoy public speaking or do you get stage fright more easily? Let me know down in the comments section, what type of person are you? Well, I hope you share today's lesson with a friend. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me. Be sure to join me on my next English lesson. I hope to see you then.